Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another video in my collection series, and I'm really excited about this one because this one is highlighters. I am a sucker for anything shiny and glittery, and if you are too, I think you're really gonna like this one. So let's get right into it. All right, y'all, let's get started. I'm gonna do creams and liquids first, and then get into powder, highlights, and then face palettes. So this is where I'm keeping my creams. We can actually start with these. These are ColourPop Super Shock highlighters from the Harry Potter collection. They're super cute. Yes, I mostly bought these because they were from the Harry Potter collection, and I refuse to apologize for it. So this is my Hedwig one. Very pretty. Very icy, but it has the purple and blue kind of shift in there. Really nice. And then I have my favorite from the collection, which is the Buckbeak highlighter. And it's just this beautiful, deeper kind of color. It looks like it would actually be too dark, but if you blend all the colors together, it's so creamy. You get this really, really gorgeous, like taupey silver. Ugh, it's so beautiful. Love these. I love the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters in general. If you saw my most recent video, you know that they're one of my favorite products just ever. I have these other ones as well. This is Moon Peach from the Avatar The Last Airbender collection. Also really beautiful. You can't really tell in the pan, but it has like blue and purple sparkles in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is Guilty Pleasure, which is sort of a pinky gold duochrome. This is my all-time favorite, which is Flexitarian, just this super bright, shiny champagne-y shade. And then a little bit more subtle is Lunch Money, which is this kind of pale gold. Lunch Money is not nearly as shiny as, say, Flexitarian or the Harry Potter ones, but it's a beautiful pale gold kind of shade, and it's very good for a more subtle highlight kind of day. So big, huge, raging fan of the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, so obviously all of these are going to stay. Next, I'm going to kind of get into some liquids. This is the Revolution Bright Light Highlighter. It's the shade Strobe Champagne. This was supposed to do the whole Charlotte Tilbury wand thing. A, nothing comes out. Nothing comes out of this. B, what does come out is barely even shiny. And C, it never dries down on the face and it just stays sticky the whole time. I really do not like this. Do not recommend. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is the Grande Glow highlighter. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's cute, you know? Like, I'm not overly attached to it. It says it's plumping. I think that's a weird thing to say about a face product. I mean, it's very pretty, but I just don't know that I'm all that attached to it. This is kind of on the chopping block. I need to use this a little bit more to decide, but it's kind of on the chopping block just because I'm kind of about it. This, on the other hand, I love. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. Mine's the shade Alight. This is so pretty. This is really good for like it's just a really nice kind of subtle highlighter. It reminds me a little bit of the effect that the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter gives as a highlighter. It's just a little bit of, oh, look at that. It's just enough of a glow, but it's not crazy, crazy beaming intense. I feel like you could use this underneath foundation as well, sort of like that product, and it would do really well, so I like this one. One that I love from the drugstore is the Revlon Skin Lights Face Glow Illuminator. This is the shade Sunrise Luster. I don't actually know if you can get this anymore, so I'll be brief. But again, kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. But to me, this one's just more highlightery. I don't know. I mean, really, you could use them for the same purpose. But I wanted to use this one more as a liquid highlighter and that one more as a primer. So that's what I do. I like it. I got this in a little set of Marc Jacobs products. This is the Dewdrops in the shade Do You. It's cute. I'm always scared to swatch it because, like, every time you pump, it pumps out a ton in relation to the amount that's actually in here. It's cute. It goes well under foundation, over it. You know, it's nice. It's got a nice shine. Look at that. It's pretty. I like it. I don't know. I feel like there's not that much I can say about the liquid highlighters that make them different from each other. It's smooth, it's shiny, that's what I want it to be. On a similar note, the iconic London Illuminator drops. These are actually like mega shiny, like ultra shiny, like one drop. I'm not putting more than that. You'll see why. It's just like bonkers shiny. Like what? It's like metallic shiny. I love these. This is an all-time great liquid highlighter. This one for sure. And then this is my last liquid one, and it's from a little Rare Beauty set. This is the shade Mesmerize, and I really like these. It's a very, very thin formula, which makes it super easy to blend out. It goes well on top of cream products and powder products. I feel like it's not blindingly shiny. It's a little bit more of a subtle effect, but it looks really, really beautiful on the skin, and I like how easily they blend in, so I like this one. This is from that Nude Stick set that I've talked about in the bronzer and blush videos. This is the face highlight in the shade Hey Honey. I think I'm actually going to get rid of this one. I know I have the other ones in the set and all of that, but it's just, the main problem is that it's just too dark for me. Like, you can kind of see against my hand that that's too dark. That's not going to work as a highlighter. So, this one can go. But a stick highlighter I love is the Hourglass Vanish. What are these called? The Vanish highlighter stick, I guess. Mine's the shade Gold Flash. I love this. It's such a thin texture. I don't really know how to describe it. It feels like nothing, but it's so beautiful. Look at that. Are you kidding? It's perfect. I got this through a BoxyCharm sale for I think like $9 or $10, and this was such an absolute steal. It's so good. I'm like forgetting how to speak English because it's so good. This is the Flower Beauty Day Glow Highlighting Glaze. It's a cream highlighter, but it's an interesting kind of formula. It's like balmy. It's interesting. It's not super opaque. And it never really dries down because it's kind of just this emollient texture. And you can see it doesn't really have a color to it, but it does have a shine. I like this a lot. I think it goes really pretty on pretty much everything, so hanging on to that. This is the Kaja Mochi Glow highlighter. Mine's in the shade 3 Luna. I think it's pretty. I think it's super cute. It's the cute packaging. It's a little bit of a bouncy texture. It's a really beautiful shade. It's an interesting shade. It's a gold shade, and you can't really tell on screen, but it has little blue sparkles in it. You can't tell from the swatch at all, but it has little blue sparkles in it that are nice and subtle. So it just kind of has a hint of something unique. I like this one. And finally, for creams, I have this e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter. I heard about this on TikTok or something, and so I bought it at TJ Maxx, and, like, it's fun. You know, it's that, like, jelly texture that everybody thinks is fun, slime or whatever, and it is fun. However, it looks very beautiful on. It's very hard to get a reasonable amount when you touch it. It's very beautiful, very shiny. My one problem with it, I mean, look, it's very shiny, very pretty. My one problem with it is that it basically, similar to that Makeup Revolution one, it basically never dries down. And that kind of grinds my gears. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one as well. Just because I really can't deal with having sticky highlighter on my face. I can't. So that's it for creams. We'll go ahead and move on to powders. Actually, this one's kind of in between a cream and a powder. This is the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm. I love this stuff. Sometimes I'll use it for a highlighter if I'm going for something kind of crazy and glittery because holy cow, it's a lot of glitter. But usually I actually use this as an eyeshadow topper, and I love how I mean, any look is better with this on top of it. Any look on the planet is better with this. So this is a staple in my collection, and I will probably eventually run out of this because it's a mini, and I will spend the full price on a full size, no hesitation. Also from Fenty, I have this mini highlight in the shade Hustla Baby. This is very cute. It's this kind of peachy gold color. Really like the formula. Very smooth, very shiny. All good things to say about this one. How many gold highlighters can one person own? You're about to find out. This is from Wet n Wild. It is the Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powder in the shade, I think it's I'm So Lit, but it's not on here. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. I keep this around as my only loose highlighter that I bothered to keep because it's just so ridiculously shiny. I mean, it's actually insanity how shiny. What? I'm like what are the birds that are super attracted to shiny things? Are those are crows? Them? I don't know. I'm kind of an idiot. Like, for somebody in med school, I don't know a whole lot about anything that's not that. I'm like a bird. I'm easily attracted to shiny things, and so sometimes I just want to look in the monitor and just ooh and ah over how shiny these are. Obviously, I'm keeping this. I love this. Now, that being said, ultra shiny isn't everything. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Once again, if you saw my last video on my favorite makeup under $10, you've seen this. You know how much I love this. It's a really subtle highlight. You know, you can kind of tell it's not going to be super shiny. But, I mean, it gives this glow to the face that I can't really describe. I mean, can you see that? It's just more of a much more subtle shine. But I can't really describe it. But this, it does something special. It really does. It's $5. If you don't have one, get one. I'm going to try to breeze past these with apologies in advance because you can't get them anymore. Actually, that's a lie. You can't get this one anymore. This is the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone, which is cute. I'm trying to get some pan in it. You can't really tell, but it's just kind of a champagne color. This one, however, you can still get. I have a mini of it, but you can get the full size. This is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. Kind of more of that peachy gold color again. You're going to see a lot of this. But yeah, love this formula. I think they're beautiful, and if you're in the market for a really, really great highlighter, Champagne Pop is a great one. I recommend it. I think you can do better, but I mean, people love it for a reason. Okay, we'll start over here. This I got from, I want to say, a Ross. This is the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in the shade Lunar Pop. It's cute. I like the flowers. I think that's very cute. More of a subtle highlight, sort of a peachy gold champagne shade. You're not really going to be able to see it. Like I said, it's a little more subtle. I feel like I never use this. I feel like I literally never think about the existence of this highlighter. I think I'm actually going to get rid of this. I'm sad because, I mean, look how pretty the embossing is. But I need to stop keeping stuff just because of the embossing. And I feel like I can make excuses with a lot of other cheek products because, like, bronzers and blushes, they're all slightly different shades or whatever. But, like, for highlighter, how many different shades do I really have? You're going to see, I don't have that many different shades of highlighter, so this can actually go. I'm being brave, I'm being strong. Tell me how proud you are of me in the comments down below. This is the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter, and honestly, if I could have done some honorable mentions for that 10 under 10 video without being obnoxious about how many highlighters I talked about, I would have talked about this. I think this cost me $6. And again, you're kind of going to notice a running theme in the fact that I love the shiniest, shiny, see it from space highlighters that money can buy. And this, holy cow, this falls into that category. Oh my god. I love it. It's so beautiful. I know Catrice is hard to get your hands on because they took it out of Ulta, but you can get it on Amazon, and I'm telling you, it's worth it. This is so good. You know what? While we're on the subject of Catrice and how good they are, this is my huge, mega-sized Catrice Sungasm highlighter. And, yeah, it is also incredibly beautiful. Shiny, liquid metal. Now I know what you're thinking. What's the difference between those two shades? Well, I'll tell you. This one's a warmer light pink, okay? The other one was cooler. Can you tell on my hand? No, you can't, but I can tell. I know. Guess how much this costs? This pan that's almost the size of my hand. Guess how much this costs? $10. I'm so serious. I don't know how Catrice makes makeup that they make for the price that they make it at, but I'm telling you, it is unmatched for the price. Truly. This is from Laura Geller. This came in a BoxyCharm ages and ages and ages and ages ago. It's one of the baked highlighters. This is the shade Pixie Pearl. It's cute. You know, it's a light pink highlighter. I'm trying to be a little more brutal. I'm trying to be harder on myself with the highlighters because I just feel like I said, how many shades of highlighter are there really? And this is kind of an icy pink, and I just have icy pinks that I like better. So, yeah, I think I can part ways with this one. It's a little bit of a drier formula because it's baked, which is fine sometimes, but I tend to prefer something a little creamier in a highlighter. So, this one can go. This one is newer to me. This is from MAC. It's kind of a cult classic. This is the shade Double Gleam in the, what is it, the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Would you look at that? It's another pale gold highlighter. Yes, I am in fact that predictable. It's super pretty. I don't know what to tell you. I like it. It's shiny. It's sparkly. But not like ultra sparkly, not like flecks of glitter on your face, but like, you know what I mean? It's good. It's a staple. It's reliable. I like it. This, oh my goodness, this is a baked highlighter from Milani. This is the shade Dolce Perla. I'm so obsessed with this highlighter. It's also a baked highlighter, but it's just got this really smooth texture. It's really, really thin. Look. You're not ready. I mean, the way that just melts in, it's this perfect champagne that's not too icy. I could go on and on, but seriously, I think this is $11, and sometimes it goes on sale. They have a couple other colors if you're not the color of uncooked chicken like me, like Teresa is Dead says. Love this. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Also, totally forgot I was not quite done with Becca highlighters yet. I'm going to go past these quickly because you actually can't get these anymore. This is the shade Prosecco Pop. Would you look at that? It's another gold. And then this is the shade Opal, which is my favorite. And this is like the breast cancer awareness packaging. I thought it was cute. And it's a peachy gold. I know I have a problem. I know that. But I'm keeping these with the excuse that you can't get them anymore. So this is quite possibly my all-time favorite highlighter, and I mean that, which is sad because, again, you can't get it anymore. This is the Amrezy highlight from Anastasia Beverly Hills, not to beat a dead horse, because I'm so sorry that this is no longer available. It's perfect in every way, shape, and form. I am so sad that they don't sell this. It's this baked gelée kind of formula that's like baked but so smooth and so thin in texture, and it's just, look. I love this. I use this so very sparingly because I'm so scared to use it up. I will probably be buried with this. That could be an exaggeration, but seriously, I love this so much. This was kind of a surprise from Essence for me. This is just the highlighter. I was kind of wondering how this would compare to the Pure Nude highlighter. Yes, it's a pale gold. I don't want to hear it. It's interesting. It's kind of it's packed. It's more dense than most highlighters that I've tried. And it doesn't look like it's going to be super shiny. I feel like it's shinier than Pure Nude. It's got more shine than Pure Nude, but it's still got kind of the same quality of being thin and kind of melting into the skin. This is sort of Pure Nude, but bumped up a little bit. And it's great quality. I don't know. Essence makes great stuff, so I recommend this as well. If you like the idea of the Pure Nude texture, but you like a little bit shinier, this is good for that. I don't have any bad things to say. It's nice. I actually do. I hate the packaging. I hate it. Essence packaging breaks so easy when it's like this. The Pure Nude highlighter is the one thing I've ever owned from Essence that didn't friggin' break in 2 seconds. So that's my one note. This is a little mini highlighter from Jaclyn Cosmetics, who are kind of in some hot water right now. But anyway, it's the shade Iced. I actually really like this. I didn't know how I was going to feel. Also, I think the packaging is so luxurious and bougie. I don't know. I think it's cute. I actually really like this. I don't know. It's a good formula, man. It's that thin, super shiny kind of baked gelée type deal. I don't know. It look like, come on. I'm not Jaclyn Hill's biggest fan by any stretch, but I mean the makeup's good. Well, the tea is that apparently she doesn't even own it. Allegedly, allegedly. I don't know. I've been following Jen Love's reviews on this whole thing. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I'm in a weird place tonight, feeling very chatty. Anyway, this is beautiful. I'm keeping it, obviously. This I spent full price on, and I'd do it again. This is the Benefit highlighter in the shade Cookie. It is marvelous. It is this pinky kind of champagne color. I hate the packaging because it's too deep, but it's so shiny and beautiful, and I love it so much. And oh my god, just like, Maddie, how is that different from the last one? It's not, okay. Just it's great. All right. This I would say is the closest thing you can get to the Amrezy highlighter from ABH anymore. This is the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter. This is the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. And I mean, from the formula to the color, pretty much everything about it is almost spot on for the ABH Amrezy highlighter. I think that the ABH Amrezy one just kind of has a little something, a little je ne sais quoi, that I think puts it over the edge and makes it just a little bit better than this one. But if you can't get it anymore, and you can't, this is going to be the next best thing 100%. I still highly recommend and endorse this one. It's very, very good. This one's kind of a classic. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. It's very beautiful. It's this pinky kind of gold shifty color. Look at that. It's very beautiful. It can pull a touch dark on me, just a touch, because I'm so pale, but this also looks beautiful over blush. So, big fan, really like this. And I think it's $4.99. So, you know, there are other shades as well, if you don't like this shade. Just saying. This is, wow, I love this so much. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Highlighter in the shade Ozone. Yes, it's a pale champagne gold, I know. Again, it's that baked gelée formula that I think is kind of just generally supreme when it comes to highlighters. And oh my god. I really think the formula of this is very similar to the formula of the ABH highlighter, actually. So, if you can get a gold shade in that, it would probably also be similar. But, oh my goodness, it's just so shiny. It's so shiny. It's like undetectable from some angles, and then just nothing but shine. Love this. Love this. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Glow Highlighter. I have mine in the shade Pearl. It's a very cute, again, kind of peachy, gold, pinky kind of thing. It has a very pretty pink flip to it. It's not as, like, wildly shiny as I expected it to be, but again, that's not always what I'm looking for. The thing that I think makes this one really unique is honestly the shade. It just has, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it kind of has this gold in one direction, pink in another direction kind of flip. Maybe you can see it better here. Yeah, you can kind of see that occasionally it looks pink, but then you can see the gold. And I don't know, I just think it's really beautiful, so I'm hanging on to this one. This is one that wasn't really what I expected it to be. This is the Pure Afterglow Illuminating Powder. I think it's pretty, but it's kind of very dusty to me. Kind of ashy and not as glowy as I wish it was. It's like it has a glow, but I don't know. This is like never, ever, ever my first choice, which means that I probably just need to bite the bullet and get rid of it. So that's what I'm going to do. This one can go. This is the Pixi by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in the shade Subtle Sunrise. This one is a little too deep for me. It's just a little too dark pink. Very pretty on top of blush, though. I like it for that. But this gold one here, holy cow. It's, again, that kind of baked gelée formula in that gold shade. I am a broken record at this point, but, oh gosh. Do you see that? That is just like wet, liquid gold, dreamy, delicious. I could go on. This is beautiful. I love this. I found this at TJ Maxx. This is from Milk Makeup. I don't even know if they sell this in stores anymore, but this is their Flex Highlighter Mine is in the shade Iced. I'm gonna be careful because mine's kind of breaking, but it's beautiful. Yeah, it's a pale gold. I'm sure that shocks all of you. Um, Again, just very beautiful, shiny, pale gold, thin, wet formula. Yeah, it's. I know what I like in highlighter. Okay. Get ready to be shocked by my next one. Oh look, it's a gold, thin formula, baked highlighter. This one's a little deeper than those other shades. This is Ofra's Rodeo Drive and mini size, obviously. And then I have a full size of the Ofra highlighter in the shade Glazed Donut, which is just a stark white. I do not use this often, but when I'm going for like gleaming from space, you can see me like mega shiny. It's good for that. So I really like the Ofra formula. Everybody has since always on beauty YouTube. It got hyped for a reason. It's a good one. And finally, for my single powder highlights, this one's kind of away from the batch because it's a little bulkier. This is the Natasha Denona Super Glow. I have mine in the shade 2, which is light medium, because it was the gold one. Yes, of course. Once again, kind of that baked gelée, really thin formula. Goes on, melts in. It's all the same things I loved about all of those other super thin baked gelée gold highlighters. Do I think you should spend $40 on this? I don't. However, it is very beautiful. I just think you can get things that are equally beautiful for way less money. Do I regret owning it? I don't. As obviously it's right up my alley. So obviously this goes nowhere. Okay, so to basically finish off, I'm going to go through these face palettes I have here. Some of them are just blush. Are any of them just blush? Yes. I have just blush, just highlighter, and then like bronzer, blush, and highlighter, and I just kind of wanted to throw it all in at the end of all of the cheek products. So I'll grab this one first. This is from Ulta Beauty. This is their 3-in-1 cheek palette. Mine's in the colorway Santorini Sun. This is so nice. It's just this really convenient way of having, it's all in one pan. It's this really gorgeous baked bronzer that's a really nice shade that's, not too warm, not too cool. This pink, really pretty rosy tone blush. And then this champagne-y highlighter that's really gleaming and stunning. Ignore my cat in the background. Yeah, it's just, they're high quality cheek products. I think I got this on sale, so it ended up being like $10, less than $10. I really recommend these. They're super high quality at a really great price. This is Super Dirty. It's the Hourglass, Ambient Lighting Edit Mini. This was from one of the holiday palette sets that they put out. It was from a couple years ago. I don't know if this has like a name other than that. And when they say mini, they are not kidding. These pans are super tiny and very hard to get a brush into. However, the products are so beautiful that I am willing to put that aside. There is a finishing powder here that, is just kind of their iconic product. And then you get a bronzer, blush, highlighter. Again, really love the shades. The formulas are lovely. I guess my least favorite product in here would be the highlighter. I feel like it's thin, but not in that like baked gelée way that I like from a lot of my other formulas. Thin in the sense of like it kind of scatters. Of course, the swatch is going to make it look just absolutely ridiculously beautiful. And sometimes it is, but you kind of have to just be careful how you apply it. That being said, love this. It cost me buku bucks and it stays. Speaking of things I love that cost me buku bucks. This is the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey Divine Blush and Glow Trio. I love these so much. The blushes are immaculate. The highlighter is very pretty, but the blushes are honestly the star of the show here, especially this center shade. I know this isn't a blush video, but hear me out. This center shade, Desert Orchid, is... it's this gorgeous, corally, orangey, almost brown hint of a sheen to it. If you're a blush fiend and you haven't seen my blush collection video, you should go watch that because you will see exactly why this is right up my alley. And of course the highlighter is stunning too. This is a highlighter video. I feel like I should probably swatch the highlighter. It's gorgeous. It's this sort of gold pinky. You can't really see that swatch very well. I'm sorry. It's Pat McGrath though. Like, you know, the quality is there and it better be for the price you're paying. And it is. So, love these. They're usually on sale on our website. I'm not going to tell you you should go purchase Pat McGrath unless you're like a really, really, really big makeup collector. Or if you want like one really high quality product. So, you know, food for thought. Point is, this is great. This should have been buku bucks, but it was not. I think I got this through BoxyCharm as well. It was like $18, I think. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. The colorway is 01 Daria. It's very, very pretty. Sorry about the mirror. It's huge. There's really nothing I can do about it. It has a cream highlighter, a cream blush, and then this Duo Glow that's kind of this purpley, lilac-y blush highlighter hybrid. It's super pretty. And then this diamond powder that's basically glitter. It's pretty much just glitter. And then a powder blush, and then this Glow Extreme, which is more of like a traditional highlight. So, very, very beautiful. I really like all the formulas in here. The creams are exceptional. That cream blush is unbelievably pigmented. Yeah, so for $18, this was like an unbelievable deal. I'm being too positive. Let's be a little negative. Unfortunately, this is the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey highlighter palette. So these are all highlighters. And I bought this on BoxyCharm as well. And I was really excited because I thought these two shades were going to be really unique. And they are. They're very unique and very beautiful. The pink one is like this pinky, it has like a gold flip to it. And then this orangey kind of gold shade. I don't really have anything quite like these. Unfortunately, the formula is just not really my preference. They swatch really well and they look really lovely and they're very shiny and that's all fine and good, but they're just kind of that thick. It's a texture that's good in like a shimmer eyeshadow, I think, but not necessarily on the face. And then obviously this is way too dark for me. This one's also beautiful but less unique. Yeah, and I just really haven't been using it. I mean, you can kind of tell it's barely been touched, and it's just because it's just not a formula that I prefer. My taste in highlighters is really, really whittled down to things that I really know that I love, and this just isn't really that formula. So unfortunately, I'm gonna finally man up and get rid of this one. On the other hand, this is the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit, and I keep this one almost exclusively for nostalgia. And I don't feel bad about it. The glow kits were such a big deal when they came out, and this was my first one. I got it on Black Friday for like half off, and I was just so excited. And the colors are beautiful. You know, I don't not use them. I will. I especially love this Starburst shade because it's just this gorgeous like pink, pale pink, icy. It's a lovely formula, really, really shiny and beautiful. I love the butterscotch shade because you know I love a gold. And they're lovely. It's a great formula. It holds up. I don't know if I can ever get rid of this just for the sheer nostalgia of it all. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. For drugstore highlighters, these are pretty phenomenal. Sort of has this champagne-y shade, a pink shade, a gold shade. The gold shade's a touch dark on me, so if I wear the gold shade, I'll usually mix it with the champagne shade. But they're lovely. They're a really thin texture, which again I like, but in more of the powdery way. See, there's the gold, the pink, and the champagne. The pink is like insane. Obviously, as you can see, they're absolutely lovely. I don't use this enough, and I'm hoping that by getting some of the other highlighter palettes out of the collection, I will be able to remember this and use it more, because I really should, because they're gorgeous, gorgeous formulas. So, keeping this with the very intentional decision being made to pull this out more. Okay, just two more. This one from Beauty Bakery is going nowhere. This is the Cotton Candy Champagne blush palette, blush lighter palette. And if you saw my blush video, you know that's right up my alley. This is 4 shimmery, shiny blushes. You can use them as toppers, or if you're me and you love shiny blush more than anything, you will wear these absolutely shamelessly on their own. I mean, they're so beautiful. Like, first of all, hello pigment. And the shine. I absolutely love them. Beautiful, 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 goes nowhere. Love. And last but not least, here's the thing with this. This is a great value buy. The Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team Face Palette. Look at this. Butter bronzer, matte Monoi bronzer, butter blush, butter Believe It blush, butter highlighter, butter Believe It face powder. And I think I got this for $15. Really, really excellent deal. However, I have this. This is too dark. This isn't anything special for me. This is too light. And this is too dark. I basically have it because I really like this face powder, and I've decided that I need to get over myself, and just obviously when my no-buy is over, just get the damn face powder and stop keeping 5 other face products in my collection that are either redundant or not the right shade for me. So I am finally going to grow up and get rid of this and just get the powder when my no-buy is over. It's unfortunate because I feel like this highlighter is a really nice formula. It's way, wildly too dark for me. I mean, you can't even really tell in that swatch, but just it's wildly too dark on my face. I look like an idiot. This blush doesn't look as light as it is because it kind of had stripes, and I blended them all together really, really aggressively, trying to get it to be darker. But these two on the outside were so pale pink, it was nearly white, and it didn't work. I don't really know who this is for, to be honest, because this is for a pale person, this is for a pale person, and this is for a pale person, this is for like a medium-ish person, this is for like a medium-ish person, and this is for like a medium-ish person. So the one person is not using all of these products. I probably should have realized that before I bought it, but, you know, you live and learn. Anyway, this is going, and those are all of my face palettes. So that's it, you guys. That is my entire highlighter collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, I hope you will leave me a like and comment down below. Tell me your favorite highlighter. Tell me if you've tried any of these. If you love them, you hate them, I want to hear from you for sure. If you enjoyed this, I hope you will hit subscribe if you want to see more from me. And until the next video, bye guys.